Gummed up, brain dead, can't decide. You can't breathe up, you can't hide. You can be cool or you can cry. Do it wrong, not at all. Do it right. No one owes you, no one's to blame. Sit for bad genes or DNA. Ask your conscience the why and how. Do it then, do it when, do it now. What's up, sweet case? Who's here? Way. Girls, easy. What you gonna do, little buckaroo? Yeah, you gotta do. People is asking now. No, we all can be super fly. GQ, PhD, FBI. You can greet, send them, you can try. Move ahead, lay down dead, or step on by.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of No Cap Gaming, episode 29. It's been quite a time. It's quite a time in crypto. That's like I think it's 457 crypto years, Grim, something like that.
Yeah, man. I feel like dog years multiplied by 10.
Yeah, man. Every time there's a new tariff announcement, it at least adds another 50 crypto years. I mean, that was brutal, wasn't it? I see we've still got some people up in the house. Farah, are you coming up on your main account? Or are you sending someone?
Well,
we got Louis.
I've sent the invites out. If they want to join, they will join. But let's greet the people that we got on stage. First of all, Shao, my friend, you're back in action. How are you doing?
Oh, so glad to be back. You know, I think from last week to this week, it's still a form of a catch up. I'm actually still watching the hair grow on Matt's face back to normal. So that keeps me interested. That keeps me engaged. No, man, I'm just here to join this wonderful weekly spaces because, man, we have so much cooking in the background. Whether it's spaces with Helium, whether it's opportunities, partnerships going on in the background on my end, I have so much to be bullish about. The need for what we're building in this ecosystem is just like it's like flies to honey, man. People once they understand what we're building, they're coming at us hard and giving us opportunities. So excited to be here. Can't wait to talk about the topic. I want to give back to you, my friend.
All good. So I'm trying to get Louis up because we have Louis on stage, he needs to join on the spaces as well if we are to hear him.
Well, we got a few other guests on stage. I think you can.
Well, let's go for it, man. Let's go around the room. Gaspode, how's it cracking, man?
Hello. I missed last week because I didn't put in my calendar, but I'm back this week. And in the meantime, my mage that I was running Dead Mines with died, but I have since started a warlock on hardcore who is now level 27. So that is there's Web3 stuff going on, but the important stuff is my WoW character.
Condolences, man.
It was brutal. He drowned when I lagged out. So now I'm a warlock who always has underwater breathing on.
What were you doing? Just like swimming around randomly? Like what was the deal here?
I had to take on some water elementals to gather their bracelets for a quest. So I was fighting them underwater and then lagged out.
Oh,
that's a lesson for everyone there somewhere in that.
Yeah, like water games and water levels in games. That's ever since the days of Sonic, and that ridiculous underwater level that was just it was too bad in a game where you can't save. Like going back to all of those games, they were roguelikes. I'm sorry, but they were the original roguelikes. You only had a couple of lives, and then that's it. You were dead. You were dead.
Donkey
Good
Kong,
times, good
man.
times.
Donkey Kong had me repeating the freaking barrel level like 50 million times. I swear.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was literally the first. I still have that somewhere on a Game and Watch, the actual barrel level. And it was good times. It was good times. Weirdly enough, they actually feature Pauline now in the games, who was apparently modeled on one of the Nintendo America like warehouse guys' wives or something like that. I heard that was the story. It was actually an employee. His missus was Pauline, and that is the story. The more you know. Trivia. We have some other people up in this space. We've got open loot. How's it looting?
Going good. Going great, guys.
All good. Sure. To the point. It happens.
I feel like introvert energy there.
I mean, maybe it's just the Trump tariff announcements again has got everyone on edge.
PTSD, man. We've seen it so many times. I'm sort of
post tariff stress disorder.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or peekaboo. You guys keep it Web3. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I got my kid. It's like peekaboo, bro. It's like he sticks his head out. Tariffs. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's exactly like that game in the first level in Squid Game, where there was that lady the doll that turned around, and then you just get machine gunned if you move. That's exactly what happens. Tariffs on, and then you all have to freeze. Tariffs off. Everyone quickly run to your bags. But yeah, we've got Project Eldrum up in the space as well.
Hello everyone. Nice to be here. And yes, finally happy for the tariffs. No, just joking. Just amazed of what's happening in this world. But yeah, it is what it is. And still, I have a lot of hope on our industry. And yeah, gaming, it will always be fun, even if we have bad times worldwide. Thank you.
Hey, every time things go down, you go play some games. You put your head, in a place where you're safe and you enjoy yourself.
Yes, especially if you raise dragons or other fantasy creatures that are actually yours. You own them. So yeah.
No tariffs on Dragon Eggs then.
Yes. No, yeah. It's just a matter of time.
I'm sorry, the kingdom of Eldrum has been tariffed 120% on dragon eggs, iron, wood, and coal. Anyone from the Eldrum Republic, you're going to have to trade at those prices. We have Louis Ramirez from Vara, but I don't see your ex.
Can you hear me, guys? Here?
We can't get you up and have you speaking.
Yeah, Louis, you need to join on Spaces, please. You can't speak on. Yeah, I just muted you again because you can't speak on the stage here, please. Thank you. Otherwise, we cannot create reverb.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So good.
That's what happened when people come in clutch at the last minute. I can't even tell them how to work things out. But
no worries. We're all good. We have Action up in the house, the best of crypto, NFTs, live sports, and social gaming club. Yeah, play together. Club together, play together. Sounds good. Club together. You're not talking about like seals, are you? For a long time, that was a Pudgy Penguins joke against the their sort of cute derivative sales community. How's it rolling?
Mic check. I think they have some technical issues.
Yeah, I guess for now you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
You're here. Let's go.
Yeah. Sorry, I was I was ready to tell you that I was a little bit sick, but it seems like also my computer is sick. So sorry for this.
Hey, no worries. So good. Do we have any action from Action? I saw you on mute.
Nah, still. I think there's
no.
Still having
my still sick. No, yeah, all good now. Yeah, so sorry, I'm here. Let's continue the conversation.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay.
So we also have
Dougie is with us. He's eternal.
Wait, there's like a video part. I tried to join it, but I think I just clicked the long StreamYard link or something.
All right. Well, I will send you the StreamYard link in DM so you can actually join it.
And which DM? Where are you going to DM me? Telegram, Twitter,
Telegram.
Instagram, TikTok?
I'm definitely not going to DM you on
Can you
TikTok.
do all of them?
You could probably do all of them, but you know,
What
I'm not
about
sure I follow
Grindr?
you.
Can you DM me on there too?
No, sadly not. I don't have an account.
I don't either, but maybe we need to work on that.
It would just be a very, very long process, Doug. I'd have to. I'm not sure I'm a hot guy in your area either.
I'm not,
So I don't know. Like I'm not sure if they do like the other side of the planet hookups. But you know, as much as I love your coat and your penchant for cake, I'm not sure we're ready to take it to that level quite just yet.
I'm trying to find your DM now. Maybe I'm on the wrong app. Maybe I'm
you
on,
just distracted the living shit out of me by saying Grinder and all the rest of it, and I'm like, do I really want to DM you now, Doug?
That's you guys real think that I'm just joking all the
deep
time. All of these are small little plans I lay just to make sure that you can't accomplish what you think you can, and then I can make fun of you.
So, Doug, with Matt, you have to be careful. He's like that dog from Up. If you say squirrels, you look around.
Yeah, it's basically how I live my life, and that's why I'm in crypto, because like my fast reaction times and commitment to nothing stands me good, in navigating the other crazy people here. I just you know, brush that off and
I'm in StreamYard now.
Yeah,
there I am.
We can see you. We can see you. And we can hear you.
Yes. Finally. Here, let me put my hat on. I don't have a warp chain hat, but I do have a baseball cap.
Oh, yeah, you're looking good. I was going to say, did you have a haircut, Doug?
Everybody has a ball cap on. No, I mean I did. I got a fresh fade like about a week or two ago, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
All good. Yeah, how you doing, Dougie?
How's it going, guys? Sorry, I was just busy feeding the puppy.
I mean, is that another Grinder reference there? Oh no, an actual puppy. This is glorious.
That's pretty adorable.
Yeah, that is.
I look at Doug differently now.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
He matches my fur coat too, and but he tries to eat it whenever I wear it. So
that's fucking fantastic.
He's very special puppy.
Should we start with an icebreaker question? I got a couple. One for the builders and one for the DJs. Which one do you like the most?
Let's do a DJ one. Let's do a DJ one.
Okay.
In honor of our fallen comrades.
One that anybody can answer. What's the last game you actually paid money for?
To buy the whole game or paid money in?
Either. Like the last game you spent money on. Let's make it
Raven's Quest. I'm sorry, Raven Idol.
Oh, that's the new one, right?
Kingdom Royale Battles.
Oh, nice. I'd say Pokemon Go for me.
Yeah, Pudgy Wolf
I'm also playing Wild Card right now. But I don't know how to spend money in it.
They need to solve that if they wish to have a sustainable business.
I mean, they will. It's just in testing phase, so they just don't have that in there right now.
Yeah, that's often what they say, and that's often true as well.
Don't worry. The wildcard team's very good at getting money. Their platform, thousands.tv, people spend a lot of money in it when they live stream it. Yeah,
I was going to ask Louis, but he seems to have vanished from the.
Oh, he's here.
On stage. See,
yeah,
thank you, Louis. I see him in space.
I was ready to say that it was Axie Infinity for me. The last time that I paid for something in the game.
How long was
recently? That? Yeah. It was like I was not an early adopter, to be honest. I first saw like how it was the mechanics, and after, in order to understand how they were tokenized and the actives and everything, I paid. But the game was not like mainstream in that moment. I can tell you, like maybe 3 years ago I started, but the Axie Infinity, it's like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, something like this.
Fair enough. What about you, Open Loot? I mean, there's a lot of loot that you open. I'm guessing you opened some loot recently. Tell us, what did you spend money on last?
No, only getting the access.
Okay, that wasn't to you, Louis. That was to Open
Now,
Loot.
Louis wants
Sorry.
to take every question.
It's all good. I'm sorry. buddy.
Okay, yes.
No worries. Is Open Loot round?
I think he is on the stage, but he didn't probably follow the question. Like
He's
okay.
off to loot something.
Yeah, probably.
Alanya, what was the last thing you spent?
Probably Open Loot's just changing the dungeons of another game or something like that. They are resetting. Jokes.
Brutal.
Don't get pissed,
Look,
guys.
I mean, they would never get pissed on a space at all ever. And you know, it's if you don't unmute when we ask you a question and you sit on the space, we are allowed, and it is the law of spaces and streams that we can rag on you miserably until you come back and fight for your place here. Yeah, well, I guess the ice has been broken on that one. Project Eldrum, who's behind the mic, and what did you last buy in a game?
Well, behind the mic, it's John. I'm Iwan. I'm the founder of Project Eldrum. And yeah, the last time I spent money, well, I'm spending daily in building our projects. So yeah, I have no idea. So, but
Rising reality.
outside of our project, I would say Rise of Kingdom. In case you know, it's a pay to win. I hate it, but I still spend some time. So yeah,
hate spending. It's like hate watching.
It's motivating us to do something better than other projects. Yeah, we learn from them. We learn from mechanics. We look at the successful projects. So yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, hate spending. It's a bit like hate watching when you're watching. I don't know, like the last season of Game of Thrones. It's a bit like that when you're playing a game and they're just like extorted the last little bits of fun out of you, and then you're left there sort of like, should I spend $20 to just marginally enjoy the previous hit that I had? The very first time I played the game and they threw a ton of loot at me. But yeah, oh good. I keep hitting them up for you, Open Loot. The question is open. We talked about loot. Any? Yep. Nope. Yep.
No looting.
Oh, okay.
No looting.
No looting. All right. I'm going to kick your ass.
Close looting.
Close looting. You are removed from the speakers because you are not speaking. That is the minimum requirement to be a speaker on our space, is that you at least endeavor to speak. I bet they're going to come back in like 5 seconds.
No cloud farming. Sorry, no cloud.
That's what I'm here for.
Exactly. We have all the clout we need with Doug. All right, let's go on to the next question. You had a question.
No, I was trying to get your clout.
No, you can have all my clout.
So this is a good one, because I want to know, and I'm sure you want to know as well, what's the sneaky monetization trick you secretly respect?
That's a good one. I think we should go to Gaspode because he's missed a sneaky monetization with his football.fun experience. So I'd be interested to hear.
I would say that we're not very sneaky with it, because it's just a fee every time you trade. So we take a little bit there. I keep saying we should be sneakier, but so apparently we're being quite subtle. I think I was going to go that I know loads of people hate the predatory monetization that happens in mobile. But I've been outside of Web3 reviewing a different mobile game every week for like the last 15 weeks. And I love seeing the kind of monetization that they're coming up with at this point. And I genuinely don't get why Web3 isn't cheap, like copying it. Granted, some people will say, oh, we're good people, we're not doing predatory monetization. For the majority of Web3, that's a straight up lie. Some of the people in Web3 are the worst people, and yet they still can't copy the strong monetization that's coming in. My favorite.
They don't know it exists because they're all fucking retarded, mate. Like they literally don't know it exists. And they were given a lot of money by a lot of people who've never played games in their lives to then create a team of people who've never played games in their lives to outsource a game to somewhere in Eastern Europe that's hopefully not being bombed, and then give them some of the money to make a poor attempt at the game. When in fact, you can go straight to source and find out what those founders are actually building. It's usually something like Escape from Tarkov.
Yes, they should play more mobile games, I think. I said the most recent one I've actually paid for is Kingdom Rush Battles, which I am very keen of right now. But their monetization is terrible, like really bad.
It's not. Good game, not great.
But the one I like the most at the moment, Carnival Tycoon has it in, Monopoly Go has it in, Tasty Travels has it in, where you get, it's like a reward ladder, and the first two rungs are free, then you pay, then the next couple of rungs are free, then you pay again, then the next couple of rungs. Love it. So good. That just taps into so many reasons people will be spending. And Web3 could steal the absolute shit out of that, and it would work brilliantly.
No,
But yeah,
God, you could put
like
the Golf Clash. You could put the Golf Clash meta on literally any Web3 mobile game, and it'd probably make billions more than it does. Yeah, I love that. I love that waterfall one. That's like about 2 years ago. Came over from China. The first game started to do that one.
It's been implemented now into the more Western platform, like Clash Royale. Like out of all the games, started implementing it, and I was like, "That's weird." They always went with a subscription model, and I think that's the sneakiest part of it. Yeah, they do the subscription so you can get all the latest cards that have been released right away without having to farm them. And kind of makes it pay to win because they'll make that card for that month super OP, so everybody wants it, and that's
chase cards, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have the chase cards. We got like Project Eldrum. What's your favorite sneaky monetization trick?
Well, I don't know. It's quite sneaky. I am looking at some interesting, very successful projects like Genshin Impact. They have gacha, like hardcore gacha.
Yep.
But they are doing something very good. The game is very fun. So they do not, theoretically, they are not paid to win. You can finish the game from until the end, but you do not have the most OP characters, of course. So if you want to get those, you will have to spend money.
Again, the sneakiest trick about Genshin is how every year somehow the skirts get shorter, the boobs get bigger, and the clothes still somehow stay on.
You haven't seen the next games inspired from Genshin, like Zenless Zone Zero or Wuthering Waves or other ones. Those ones are way better.
I've seen them.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God! This is going back to the crypto Twitter Asian girl matter again.
But just one thing is 1 second here is like from what I really believe on the monetization side, I was watching like a few weeks ago an interview with someone, I don't know, an executive member of BlackRock, and they were saying something very smart, something like, look, there are so many successful recipes that you can just adapt it to your project, and you first starting copy successful monetization, and after that check for flaws or problems in that type of project and adapt it and resolve the project in yours. Come with solutions. But usually it's like take a successful recipe and adapt it and improve it. Well, we will see how things work on that, but usually people just try to create some ideas that they had from their early life. They want to create a game with a duck, or I don't know, with a monkey, squirrel with a gun, or something like that. Well, actually, that's a game. We have an artist that actually works at squirrel with a gun. That's kind of fun. But
I guess he's got really good at practicing drawing guns and squirrels, and nothing else on that, because the rest of that is just, flipped props.
They do not do the research usually, like on top projects on the what's more played. But you do research on guns and squirrels, and it might work. I don't know. We will see.
That's all good. Yeah. Well, when it comes to adapting recipes and then improving them, it could just be like America, where they just adapt recipes and then add heavy cream, which is basically what they do to all of your delicious Italian food. It's like, it's only Italian food, just with heavy cream. And now it's American. So we got Luke up on the speaker. We got multiple hands up. I think was Gas or Louis first. Who knows? Anyone?
I think that I can go.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess like something that I respect, but it's not secret now, right? It's open because now I'm sharing with you guys. It's like the battle pass is done right. I guess that when a game uses this and use the engagement, the progression, and creativity instead of manipulation, it's something that works really, really nice. Like, for example, it comes to my mind Fortnite or Apex Legends. They do something really great with this. Let the players plan their grind, earn cosmetics, be rewarded without forcing spending. So it's smart psychology that feels very fair and good. This is my not secret anymore sneaky monetization trick.
Very good non-sneaky monetization trick. I was accidentally muted there.
I was about to say.
Yeah, gas bike next, and then let's lovely Luke up.
Yeah, I was just going to say about the two things. One on pay to win. I don't know why Web3 keeps pretending that we're against pay to win. Literally everything in Web3 is pay to win. Like even outside games.
It's crazy. It's not even pay to win. It's like find the biggest winners and pay them to win more.
Yeah, pay to win, pay to crime. That's what Web3 is. So I'm surprised they go against it. But I actually quite like pay to win. Majority of the games where it's an asynchronous kind of leaderboard and paying would just help me play a bit more while I'm playing. I don't care about the leaderboard, but being able to play more during the time I think is great. And then I don't need to worry about having to check in every day or something. I think we need to look into that more. It doesn't work for some games, like FPSs and stuff like that. It doesn't work, but for mobile, I'll like go pay to win, just do it. And then for some reason, it only shows me that the main account's ever talking. But whoever was saying about theft and iterating, I think that's something that Web3 does not do enough of in the slightest. I was listening to the 2.5 Gamers podcast, and they did most successful Steam games in the last 3 months, which haven't been ported onto mobile yet, but should be and would really blow up. And it was a really interesting episode. And I think Web3 should stop trying to be so unique all the time and just pick some successful ones to start with. Get a couple of successes under the belt first before trying to reinvent the whole wheel. Because I think adding crypto is enough of a challenge without also trying to see if your game, a new gameplay loop that you're coming up with is fun at the same time.
You know what's the most successful game right now on Steam?
What's that?
Mega Bonk. And I'd say
they just did an episode on that as well. Thanks. Sounds good.
No, I get that crazy. Yeah, no. Well done for the Megabonk team. But really, I think it's a lot of it is a lot of people come into this space and it's like, they don't want to reinvent the wheel. Instead, they've never actually made a wheel themselves, and they've seen pictures of wheels, and they've seen wheels, and they've
never seen pictures of wheels. Someone described a wheel through a wall, and it was raining outside.
Yeah, no, it's like we know the wheels make a lot of money, and they make things go far. And here's some axles, and that's what we're going to get started with. It's absolutely crazy. I saw on the thing action. You fixed your mic. I saw a hand flash up there.
Yeah, man, all fixed. Sorry about that. Thank you for having me, by the way. It's the first time here, so loving the vibes. Opening with seal clubbing got me connected straight away. I wanted to say something about like sneaky pricing models, not necessarily like gaming related, but I fucking hate like sneaky revenue sneakers that just keep upping their cost and make it really hard for you to unsubscribe. Isn't it Web3 that kind of solves that problem in a way, because you can't program like reoccurring revenue? Maybe you can. I haven't come across it yourself, but you always have to do a transaction to get doesn't that kind of stop that and stop the sneakiness of that happening in the background? Maybe some clever dev people can probably tell me that that's bullshit, but just thought I'd shut that in.
Sneaky reoccurring payments and allow us to do a sneaky one-time payment of all of your shit into someone else's bags. And I think that's one of the most hilarious things that Web3 has solved. Apparently, it's solved the funding crisis of North Korea. Most of the VC money that has been distributed into Web3 gaming has ended up much like in the way that USAID was funding so many random projects. I think VCs have managed to fund at least 3 wells in small African countries. At least 3 more pirates got boats in somewhere else, and at least 15 internet cafes opened in Vietnam off the back of that grinding. So well done to Web3 VCs for doing everything that left wing promised and couldn't do. And props to you guys for also getting the most capitalist people in existence to come up with communist command economies where all the pricing of everything is set first. And I see Luke looking.
That was I think
either he lost his connection but I think he said something with Luke. I just wanted to jump up to say hi
Sorry,
as well.
Luke.
Oh no, there.
yeah, he was right.
You have to unmute on space.
Yeah, I'm actually not the biggest fan of pay to win, but what I like is pay to have a little bit more fun and look cooler in games. That's what I like more.
Yeah.
For example, if you have cool skins, or if you still get some benefits, but they actually don't make you much better than the others. Like it's I don't know, you can't collect certain things. I mean, without having troubles, or if you get a really cool weapon that doesn't give you that much of a benefit, for example, stuff like this, which makes it fun that you even spend some money in the game, but that you don't lose the fun in playing. Because if someone just has more money than I, and that's why he's winning, then I'm not playing the game. But if it's okay, maybe he has a cooler skin, or he has I don't know, he can do 2 upgrades at the same time, and I need to sit there an hour and work for it, then I'm fine with it. Still not the biggest fan, but yeah, they get me with those sneaky little things like, hey, look at this, now your weapon can also look back, or something like this, which gives you a slight advantage maybe, but not that much.
Yeah, it's always good to get those fringe benefits. I do think a lot of people actually overestimate the amount of pay to win that exists, even in the mobile space. It's technically always or mostly just pay to not wait. I mean, you can probably, like, if you were to play most mobile games, even the most egregious ones, you can probably get 99% of everything there through just horrible grind. It's not even grinding and putting in the time. It's just patience. Because even in like the original Clash of Clans, you could chop down these trees that would slowly go to get gems. There was always a way to kind of drip feed this kind of stuff in. And, you know, we have promptly ignored every single lesson that the multi-billion-dollar successful gaming companies have done, considering they've made these with 500K a day games, with 2D games. And we're like, you know what? We're going to make an incredibly complicated 3D shooter. And it's going to be how we monetize everything. Smart move, guys. Smart move, guys. Even smart move backing it. We've hit halfway point, so let's reset the room and remind everyone that Warp, the token, is coming soon. WRP, coming soon to a dex near you.
But let's take a quick minute to celebrate everybody that's joining us today. Thank you for being amazing guest on the panel. Like, follow, retweet, and follow everybody's on stage. Hot topic of the day, monetization that actually works. Will we find it, or will we pick up some alpha during the session?
No, hopefully both. Hopefully both.
But let's get right into it. I got a doozy of a question that I want to ask.
That's great, man.
Why do so many Web3 games struggle to make money sustainably? We have seen it happen all over. And I need to ask, you know, these amazing legends on stage, what is their alpha on the topic? Luke, go for it.
Yeah, I think mainly it's the time. Look at how young this industry is. We haven't seen that many games that are fully released, feature ready. So that's why we actually don't have that many games that had the chance to prove that they have sustainable income and a good revenue. I mean, mobile games are a little bit faster, so there might be 2 or 3 that actually have a good revenue and a good sustaining model, and a decent income of new players, a good retention rate and everything. But usually the revenue comes with a good retention rate, with recurring players that jump in again, that actually want to spend money in your game. but that takes time. First of all, you need to have the core loop ready, then you need to have the features to entertain those people, then you have to have a tokenized economy, or like at least an economy where they can buy things that actually make sense in the game and are not just a Ponzi game or something like this. So I think we get there, and we have more and more games that are on the verge of going there. Like we have games that are now joining Steam Next Fest and that actually are quite good. So I think it's just a matter of time. I think we get there, and we'll have more and more games. So just a matter of time. Give it, I think, next or this year. I think we see lots of games that will get there.
Who do you want to throw it to next, Matt?
Everyone says it, but I just want to use a little castle analogy for Luke. Like when you say we're an early industry, it's like when you're trying to breach a wall and you have the trebuchet hammering at the 16-meter thick castle wall for about 8 years. If you pile up the bodies high enough, then you can get over the top. And that's kind of, just saying where we need to reach to. All right, I'm going to throw
I understand that analogy, by the way.
Exactly. I had to put it in a medieval setting so that you would lock onto that. I see Gas spoke with hand up, and then we'll go to Louis. And yeah, open house. Anyone jump in?
Mixture of problems. They either, and this is the most common ones, being well, there's a third one, just being shit is also a problem. But ignoring just being shit, yeah. They either price everything far too high to only attract whales to spend, but there's no point being in a whale if there's no fish, at all. So they just miss the understanding that you can only have whales if you have a full kind of population. Or they price too low or free to play with some monetization on, and they just cannot reach the scale for that to ever be profitable or produce enough revenue. So I think they're just going too far in either direction at the moment. If I was to pick, and this is semi what we're doing at football.fun, but only because marketplaces don't normally take a huge bit of fee anyway, is as many people as possible taking a little bit each time. I think that's going to be far more successful than some of these big whale style games, unless you were going gaming/gamble-fi, in which case I think having some massive high roller tables could be extremely profitable. But again, you only really get a high roller table in a game that has all the other tables below it, so people can feel superior by being on the high roller table.
I mean, one thing I would say is it's a very fair point. I mean, I think a lot of people in the space interpret free to play as everything in the game is completely free. And then somehow you make money through the token price going up, which is just bizarre. It's like, let's conjure a token out of thin air and then defy the laws of thermodynamics to get that working. So I do agree that that is a really major point. Pricing things and then not having the content to back it up is also a doozy on that one. Louis, what's your take?
Yeah, I think here the token is the evil. Like most Web3 games fail because they start from the token and not the gameplay. Usually they design around like return over investment and not around emotions or mechanics. So the token should enhance the experience, not replace it. I think this is one. And another one is the way that the games charge for some assets. Usually Web3 comes with wallet and tokens and everything, right? But also this is like the problem of the adoption. That's why some specific solutions like using reverse gas model solve this problem. Like maybe the developer can abstract some small payments for the user in tokens, but at the end the user can pay for a monthly fee or something like this. It's like changing the way we charge and not exactly using the conventional Web3 way.
I mean, that's definitely something that we need to do. We need to look at novel ways of paying, and we also need to look at novel ways of rewarding. I mean, we're all very, very, very good in a lot of Web 2 and a lot of Web 3 is not so good at this, but a lot of Web 2 things do rewards very well. They drip feed the right amount of currencies. They look at the data. They're saying how much stuff can we give away for free. And interestingly, there's an EU law on the books. I don't know if that's ever going to come to pass, which means that in the EU, you will actually have to put a real dollar value on all of your virtual currencies. And that so pissed off the mobile gaming industry that the head of Supercell, founder of Supercell, wrote an angrily worded letter on LinkedIn, which is, the games industry's stomping ground, to the European Parliament to say, please don't make us go into the fairground and then tell people the arbitrary price of the token. I literally was there when those methods were born out. And they were born out from the holiday effect, which is if you convert your currency into a currency, you cannot instantly reckon to your home currency, you spend more. And the majority of the reason why these things were done, a lot of these things were done in extremely predatory, extremely knowledgeable ways to get more money out of people for free games, because we couldn't charge for games. Because as soon as there was the ability to have an app costing zero, no one would pay for fucking games anymore. And it took until the days of Apple Arcade to even get people to acknowledge that, which I thought was pretty hilarious. And so, yeah, lots of stuff.
I still think one of the best model that we have seen so far, and I'm not talking about Web3, but I'm talking about what has worked for years and decades, League of Legends. I mean, it's a completely free game. You're not told that you should pay anything. And everything that you purchase is not like to pay to win. It's just cosmetics and brag rights. And people just have fun playing the game. And everything else is just a cherry on top. And I think that we should look more at providing value to the players. Give them a free model. And, the more they play, the more they're enticed to spend money on it. And they'll probably spend more than the price of a AAA game in the long run.
I think this is actually, and I think it's really an important point. This is trap. This is where I'd say, like, Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. You are going to get like 5 Star Destroyers around you shooting all the lasers at your tiny red fish head. Because this is exactly what Web3 games tried to do. I was there in the 2022 period where everyone was going on space and just make a fun game. We'll do skins. They won't do anything in the game. Like, people are so scared of pay to win that they are trying to emulate the models of literally the best games in the world. Like, the absolute, Fortnite is a fucking great game. No matter whether you like it or you don't like it, it does exactly what you need to. And that's why you can have a 20-year-old Gorillaz song becoming a massive global TikTok hit just because it's got a new skin and a dance in Fortnite. The dances make them so much money because it is a social place. And you need, just like the metaverse has died, you need people to make things have value. And this is what we got wrong. We went for value. How do we create value? Or how do we get people? And I think that's the issue, because if you have the best game in the world, of course you can sell skins. Of course you can sell things without any kind of gameplay benefit. But you have to have the best game in the world. That's actually the hand.
I was just going to say that, people point to League of Legends, Fortnite, and Counter-Strike, but they did it with only skins. I know you didn't sound like that when you said it. Sorry, they did it with only skins. Yeah, the sheer scale is unbelievable. Just no. Like, there's a reason that everyone uses the same 3 examples.
Yeah, está bien, pues,
Valonia.
You're hot micing, my friend.
Joe, what up? Yeah, just misclick while playing. Sorry.
Who were you shouting at, and what language were you shouting at them in?
I was doing a pass to a friend because I had Messi, because I'm doing a FIFA match in the background, and we scored. That's the thing.
And what language was that? I caught
that's Spanish. That's Spanish. Español.
I love gamers on spaces. That is exactly what we want.
Exactly. I regret that I'm on stream, so I can't play Animal Crossing for my daughter to make her little town even better for her. that's basically my gaming life now.
You
when
never
I have
know. It could be the
5
evolution
seconds.
of no cap gaming. We can all play together while streaming and having a conversation with some.
Do you know
Dota
we
people.
might well be able to do that?
Wait. I have a question for you guys. So you mentioned Animal Crossing. Now I'm thinking, what's your take on Nintendogs, though?
Nintendogs. I mean,
Yes, sir.
I remember my mother actually returned Nintendogs because she felt so fucking guilty at not taking it out, and the dog got sad or sick or something, and she felt so heartbroken that she kind of cracked on too many cats too long a time, and then she actually had to return that. I would never ever play a Tamagotchi game. It's just a game that you literally need to play is like playing spinning plates or keepy uppies for fun. You only do that for a challenge. Like playing something that if you literally don't touch it, it dies. And it's why my plants are all cactuses, because they're the only fucking ones that survive. You have to have an experience where you can interact and make the things' lives better. There should be a base level of survival. It's like The Sims. There are certain people who like playing Sims. I think those games appeal a bit more to women than they do to guys, because that is a constant sort of tension, and if there's not a tension, everything goes wrong. Which is actually how you have a wife, you'll know that's how the house is treated. That if you're not constantly paying attention to it, it will explode. Or if you sit down for too long, that's the other one. If you're thinking of sitting down, that's also the other one. Right, moving swiftly on. Grim, save my ass before I get in trouble.
Oh my God. Well, we can move to another thing, but I wanted to respond to Gaspard because he did say something that, I agree they're biblical level dimension of games, but they didn't start at that level and they got the mix right. And they didn't entice people to play their game and build their community by asking them to pay money. And to your point as well, it is about people playing your game, and we should build a community first. Then, and only then, when you see you have a massive audience that is committed to the game, is passionate about the game, you can throw in something that it's sort of like gives them a reason to want to play more. You can either give them for free, but you have to grind, or buy it, save time, and have it, right away. That's the only reason why I think so many games work, because they have an opportunity for people that don't have the time to grind, that work 9 to 5 or have a job, and they want to come at night, have a fun session with their friends, and have their brag rights, have their cool looking weapons. That's the best way to monetize in a game, not by forcing something down the throat of players. And last thing that I bought, for example, was a skin on Borderlands, not because I wanted to be. It's it was fun to see that I could use something that none of my friends had. So I was just that kind of approach as well.
I mean, you make a fair point. But this is actually why we exist as a publisher, because all of those games that made it to mega level in that spot had deep pocketed support. I mean, they weren't sitting there as and this is one of the worst things about being a new founder of Web3, is that you are not only building your game, but you're probably also building your studio and your company at the same time. So your company is new. The people haven't necessarily worked with each other for years. So you don't have that rapport that allows you to build at speed. So everything is picking up, speeding up, and doing that. And the companies that succeed and make these mega games, even if they start small, like GTA 1 was a top-down pixel art game that you could probably make now in a couple of hours. You see what that spawned, and that took 20 years to get to that stage. So, you need to be in it for the long haul for games. Gaz, hands up.
Yeah, I was just going to say it was a different time. Even though there are more people playing different types of games, the attention span is just split, and there wasn't the same giants to compete with that there are now. We still see some indie breakouts come through and stuff like that, but not they're known because they are an indie breakout that managed to come through and break through all the noise. The walled gardens and the massive games kind of monopolizing everything just weren't the same there. And then what you were mentioning about most Web3 is starting from zero. That it's just a big ask. Just take some money from people. Just take a little bit of money. It's fine. People spend money on dumb stuff in Web3. Look, the thing that surprised me is people spend stuff on absolutely ridiculous stuff in Web3, and yet some games struggle to take money from them. Like
I know, and we're the most gullible people. We're literally the kind of people who click on a link and just to see what it does and lose all of our money. We're literally the kind of people who will sit there and leverage our entire portfolio on the hope that the candle stays green when we have like the most random like worldscape that we existed. I love how optimistic and innocent we all are because we're all in this new tech together and we're like, let's buy that monkey. Oh no, I've lost all my money. Well, I made it yesterday. Yeah, let's buy another monkey. No, I love us because we are so naive. But a lot of people did make money off from gas for NFT sales. And that's where everyone learned a valuable lesson. Don't buy pictures of rocks or gems or bullshit for one F and then, not have a game to do anything with it. So, how we get it.
So there is a lot to think about in the coming future of, gaming as a whole. Regardless of where we see the Web3 side, the Web2 side, I feel like it's bound to clash together and become, one thing. It's just the players don't need to know about it. What trends are you betting on for 2026 and beyond? Well, what are the things that like makes you most excited about the gaming and like space and where it's going?
Oh yeah, I see Project LBM with the hand up.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, the question has changed. So yeah, what's for 2026? Well, I really believe that it's just a matter of time until even traditional gamers will understand the utility of blockchain. I can just in shortly tell you my personal story. Like I've been a gamer all my life, and by the way, I really believe that founders of gaming projects should actually be gamers and actually study, if they can, game design at least. And returning back on the future of gaming, and the story is I grinded for more than 1.5 years in World of Warcraft, mage, shamans, and other characters. And after 1.5 years, I had a lot of fun, and I felt scammed even by traditional gaming because I lost time. Like that entire time, it was lost. So imagine now that you can actually transform those characters, those creatures, those heroes into NFTs and actually get back some value. And not even that, you can actually see them after many years. Maybe if you sold them as NFTs, another player has it, and you can see like, okay, that was my grind for 1.5 years, and now someone else took that grind and work and time and actually evolved it, and it's maybe even won a leaderboard with like an event, a championship. You're the one that actually raised that one, or maybe put a brick on that construction. And I really believe that the utility, it will be understood sooner or later. The masses will understand this as time goes by, because blockchain, it's really awesome and it has a ton of utilities, and not only in gaming, in many other projects. So yeah, we are trying to do that for our project. Well, we are not trying, we are actually doing it. Like our creatures from our project, we want them to live on the blockchain. Like imagine Game of Thrones, you will have like House of the Dragons, our dragons, if you log in daily and feed them. And by the way, we have dragon keepers that will feed them for you. You do not have to do that for a very long time, like a Tamagotchi, because you just said that, and I was like,
No, it's all good. I'm glad.
We have the solution on that. We have the solution on that.
I'm glad someone feeds the dragons, man. Because if no one feeds the dragons, they get antsy. They start like blaming people.
They eat your kingdom. Not good.
I mean, you should play in a random chance that it's just going to eat one of its keepers. Because I mean, everyone forgets that Easter eggs are what makes the game fun. You're just there and you're playing your simulation game, and then suddenly a dragon just and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And you just don't say anything about it. You just like everyone carries on as if it's a perfectly normal thing. That would be amazing.
So that's actually a very funny and great idea. Yeah, we might adopt it. Okay, so yeah, just want to say that we want to give like free access to every player, but actually make like limited edition for like limited legendary dragons, and not overflow it with so many abundance and inflations of NFTs. You know, making the free maybe assets like legendary dragons or legendary other creatures. We have like dozens and hundreds of creatures we will add in the project, but being them able to mint them as NFTs if they want, optionally. Do not force them. Let them have fun the entire game, and add this part only optional for the ones that already understood, or maybe the others will understand if they have fun and if they see the friends like, okay, this guy actually had legendary, 0.01% chance to get that loot. Let's go on the looting side, because all games have loot. So it's awesome, and maybe that's a very valuable thing if it's limited. And yeah, I do not have time. I see the time; it's very very short. But I'll
No worries. It was
to
great
talk
to
about
have you here.
on this.
And I love it when you're researching dragons. It's literally the most dangerous Google search ever. And please don't just take the first 6 dragons that come up, because it's going to be horrific. Unless you have a secret section in your zoo for pregnant, weird, furry dragons.
Oh God.
Because they exist and they are horrific.
Let's
move
not
on.
open
Moving
that
on to
Pandora's.
gas mode. Moving on to gas mode. Bro, save us.
I'm gonna kill some of his dreams. Is mine. I think definitely have a founder who's played and liked games, but then make sure you hire a data scientist so that you actually don't just piss loads of money away on a dream that is only shared by you and maybe 3 other middle-aged men. As a middle-aged man, I love the dreams, but they're just not going to be profitable.
On this, we have like our CTO. It's ex technical director from Ubisoft. He worked at Assassin's Creed, so we are pretty good on that.
Good.
We have many senior developers on our project. Yeah, I kind of did that. I looked for the best we could find here, and we are looking still like for more talented people.
Yeah, don't hire product managers from mobile games, by the way, because they have no fucking clue about anything until the game's out and making money. They literally are like the most anti-game people you will find. And if you have a product manager and a game designer, you're like getting a cat and then bringing in another cat that is also more like prideful and putting them in a small environment. So don't do that. Product managers come from tech, not games.
The next one I would say is I don't think we should even worry about whether people are going to understand the benefits of blockchain or not. A lot of people just don't care, and I think just focus on the game and have it so it's happening in the background. I'm not talking Trojan horses and suddenly reveal it at the end, because that wasn't a good story. Like, the people who got Trojan horse weren't happy about it, so I don't know why we keep using that. But then finally, what I'm looking for is more mobile games. I just steal from mobile games. Like, it's competitive. It costs loads for UA right now, so it is really hard. But just steal from mobile games. Like, come on, steal a little bit from mobile games. That's my 2026.
I mean, seriously, like, I'm definitely on that for 2026, stealing from mobile games. I will steal from all of the mobile games and give generously to all of the Warp games, because I was a mobile thief. We stole a lot of our monetization tactics from April Fool multiplayer, from the from the poker industry and from the poker games. Because even though we weren't actually like a poker game, we were actually a table-based game, so that was good enough for us. But yeah, those are my trends that I really like the idea of. Lewis, I see your hand up. What's your 2026 trending?
Yeah, thank you. It sounded 2026 like many years ahead, but it's the next year. So it's basically what is happening now and how the gaming industry will grow. And I have in mind, as a developer and also working with developers in this ecosystem, like different things are working already and are coming more interfaces and integrations with AI and real world assets, because I'm betting on the convergence of tokenization of the assets, AI, and decentralized identity. This combination that will completely reshape how we interact with games in the real world. Like we know that we have seen everything is tokenized actually in different blockchains. So modular economies and interoperability, it's something important that we should see in the next year growing. And together, like AI agents, that also is a really hot topic, but also it works really well, automating different processes. So I'm pretty sure that the next year we will start seeing this interaction of our assets, the real assets actually, like that we have in games. Different things comes to my mind to give an example. But for example, I love my dog, and I can tokenize my dog. So
Matt, you muted everybody. What happened?
I don't know, man. Yeah, it was an accident. I was listening intently.
Oh,
I was curious to know about Louis' dog. You wanted to tokenize it, and you muted
yeah,
it.
I was tokenizing my dog, and suddenly, okay, I cannot tokenize my dog. Sorry, it was not a good idea.
No, never
I love how we moved from Nintendogs to tokenized dogs. So that being said, Luis, I know someone from Vara that's called Rosmarie, I think so. I met her at Merch Madrid last year. She was quite active with Vara in Spain, I think so, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's a really pleasure that you met her.
Positive. Yeah, she's always with good vibes, creating content about it. You guys, are any of you guys coming to Argentina during the DEF CON?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be there. Part of the team will be at Dev Connect.
Awesome. Shoot me a DM. We'll meet here. Shoot me a DM here.
Yeah.
And we'll meet.
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Guys, I gotta get going. I love you all. Have a nice rest of the weekend playing Nintendogs. Ciao.
Enjoy that. And he leaves so gracefully as well. I mean, it's been a fantastic space. We've had some wonderful people commenting today. And, the future of monetization and the future of Web3 gaming really is about sustainability, right? You need these games to last. You need these studios to live longer. You need them to have more shots on goal. If you look at all of the games or the studios that are still around and not necessarily successful, but it's basically money is the best kind of moat. And just as you would need to trebuchet for hours against that gigantic 16-meter thick wall, and then create a pile of your own bodies and corpses to climb over to invade the soft inner belly of success in Web3 gaming, I think this is where we're getting to. This is the point that why we formed Warp is we are building you that trebuchet. We are building you that ramp of bodies from all the other people and all the other games that have died before you. But we have built and we have won those hard battles and those hard lessons. All the monetization we have done, the games that I've released that have had terrible day one retentions to the games that I've released that have made hundreds of thousands a day. And I know where to spend those adverts. Like we do this together. We grow the whole space. Everyone can have a bite of the apple or the pie. The pie will get bigger. And Tarish came up precisely 4 minutes over time. Great to see you, Tarish. I was just about to rug your ass.
I know you were. I knew that was the end of thing speech, and I just wanted to hop in beforehand because I got roped into this because somebody gave me the speaker option and I had to refresh and it said join a speaker and I clicked it right away. So here I am. I don't want to just be a face on the space. All right. So I just wanted to say real quick, I'm super excited about 2036 because I'm excited for new people building in the space. Because I think a lot of the things that not just new people building in the space, but older people in the space who have made their mistakes and learned from their mistakes, hopefully reiterating and working on building out, like you said, sustainable things in the future so that, they don't end up dying off like they did before in their last attempt. I'd love to see, we've seen some cool things like Raven Quest coming out with how they tied their token into the silver in the game, helping to create like a more sustainable economy. We've seen some really cool games trying to launch. We've seen some weird things like Reaper Actual trying to split Web 2 and Web 3 user acquisition. So I'm excited to see what comes of it, and I'm hopeful.
I am also hopeful, but then again, I am a chopped unk, as they say. So 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", that's your future. That's your audience. 6'7".
I still have no idea what that reference is.
I had to look it up myself. It was, there is actually a channel on TikTok where you can learn about all of these things. It's all good. They explain it to boomers such as myself. Anyone over the age of 40 is basically dead in Web3. And we all know that 400 billion is not a lot of money. As everyone said, when PayPal accidentally minted $300 trillion worth of tokens, the first response from influencers was like, I got offered that by a project last week to tweet once a day, every Thursday. So, money is not real. Neither is anything that people say online. What is real is data, statistics, and people playing good games and having fun doing it. It's been Matt, and we've got wonderful Grim, and thanks for another NoCap.
Have a great one.
Amen. So thank you for the space. That was awesome.
It's always good. Always a laugh. Ciao, ciao.